Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is Julie with J Creed Freedom. I would like to thank the Lord and give him credit for blessing me with these words that go out to the nations, to root out and pull down, destroy and throw down, or to build and to plant. So, I guess we're stepping on toes more than that somehow with the whole thing about Trump. I was gonna stay away from that topic, but the Lord loves his people and doesn't want them to be deceived. So we're talking about that today. I say we, I mean him. I get to be his mouthpiece. And well, doll, so how about a little encouraging as if message to a bit of a seethin' they trumpety see that ya at this time, hun? And how, chick? Could you actually claim, girl, that he's not an exception to that there Sistious whole system of no? So it controlled, man. And yeah, dog, so we mean from the bottom to the so-called. Pretty high up the ranks, ain't he, man? So just down, dude. Thinking these shadow elite types would actually let Joe Blow step up into no Americani presidential office of no. We know, bruh. We the people decided that. Nothin', dog, except that you like his style and flair a little more than the other dinglebats for Satan candidates. They wanted to bring up into that. All of 'em, dog. And yeah, man, so I speak of paying allegiance to they systems of no, even if it's just with no money sauce of no. And those of you Klugster sauce of hers audience members can start following his money trails if you like, son. All the way back to. So she saw it, dude. And yeah, dog, so we speak of a very unflattering to his image and so-called Christianitary wise sauce doctrine of no. Done by the Russians, of course, dude. And he winked. Nah, man. Wasn't no Russianian TV sauce of a news corps just trying to pull together some lies on his to make him look all. But well, folks, so let's just say they used some interview material from his so-called colleagues or acquaintances at that time who have no business being on TV at this time in your view, hun. Okay, I think the Lord set me up for that one. So it was a documentary, it was in English, but the way that the Austrian TV does it, they have people speaking in English and then they speak in German over it. And then they sort of like tone like the volume level of the English goes down a little bit. So it's really hard for me sometimes to hear exactly what the person is saying because my brain will just flip from one to the other sometimes. But anyway, I didn't watch the whole documentary, but it was about Trump rise rise to power in his own family, basically, and rise to power in the Manhattan real estate scene in a way. So yeah, there were several unflattering things. It did seem like their goal was to share like a lot of unflattering things. But if it starts seeming kind of weird and funny, I wouldn't watch it. But yeah, so I think it was a military college. Whatever the college he went to, I was like, all men. But Trump was known as kind of like the guy who could somehow get women to show up. And I think he had a nickname or something like that. Or he had a reputation that he was able to get women in there, which is hard to do if you're busy with your college and studying and all that. So he would, I'm not sure how it worked, but I know Texas A&M used to be a military college and they were like, it was kind of like that. And yeah, all that seemed pretty innocent. And his facial expressions in the beginning, like the pictures with his family and all that, his facial expressions seemed quite innocent for a while there. And then it turned out they talked about how I think it was two of his brothers, they basically got pushed aside as far as inheriting the family firm. They did mention some shady deals that had been done around Manhattan area having to do with real estate. But that sentence was just a one-liner. I don't think they explained what the shady deals were. Um, and then when it became clear that Trump was going to be the successor, um, it's a weird way to say it. Anyway, when it was clear that Donald would be the successor, Then they started showing these photos of him with like this very creepy looking dude. I'm sorry, he was quite creepy looking. That in itself is one thing, but then they started bringing in people to like talk about this dude. They said he was ruthless, and he was basically there to like groom Donald to like be just as ruthless as his own father in a way, or keep the family business going, make sure they keep all that money intact. And apparently he coached him on getting a prenup with all of his wives, which that's not that big of a deal. But one of the ladies did say, she was an older lady, I can't remember her age, 50s, 60s, maybe 70s. Sorry, that's a huge range. Anyway, this older lady with blonde curly hair, she said that she had met this creepy guy that was like with Trump all the time at some point, which reminds me of like a handler situation from Hollywood, but I don't know if that's what they call it. But like, she said, looking into his eyes was like looking into the eyes of Satan. I caught that part of the quote. So, um, anyways, it was quite unflattering, but all of that stuff, I mean, okay, what it signals to me real quick is that the behind the scenes systems, the satanic systems, they keep their hands pegged on people that are rich or people that are making a lot of money to make sure that they'd be willing to pay allegiance to them. If you happen to be an exception to the rule, that's really cool. But anyways, that was a sense that I got from that guy being there with Trump as a young man, that he was there to just oversee and make sure that he was going to follow the rules and play along when it comes to how they want to deal with that money, because I don't think they can just go spend it out on. Anyways, I don't know if this is making sense. And honestly, I don't really get how it works with the whole system. If that family decides they're not going to be like technically worshiping Satan, but they're going to be part of the system, I don't quite get how it works. But anyway, that was definitely the sense that I got with them, that they had made some type of allegiance with them and alliance, and even if not signed on paper. And yeah, just I saw him on the helicopter flying through New York as a young man, and that was probably my favorite part of the documentary. He had like learned that facial expression where he like makes he makes his lips a little bit different, and his eyes go like he looks more like I'm a bad A type of dude. He had that facial expression, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's him forming his image. So that was, I don't know. All right. Sorry, I don't even know who created that documentary. It was on Austrian TV. So, so he says, and yeah, doll. Anyway, so everybody got their dark side in your view, hun, don't they, doll? So what, chick? Make you think a man that rich, wealthy, and famous ain't got no skeletos in the closeto, boys, that a little bit larger than that hole. Let's go grab 'em by the crap that he pulled of no. Exactly, dog. All the time, man. And what, bruh? Do it say in my word, boys, about no rich or sauce of a getting paid millions and bajillions of dollars, boys, to just sit and talk about. Uh-uh. Oh, it a bribe, dude. A very satanically originated scheme, bruh. And it just about working, man. To get them little politician-y chicks and chickeries to basically be silent, man, if they see something troublesome-y, mushroomy pop up of no. Again, bruh, troublesome-y, and from her pretty little English teachery lips of no. I don't think so, dude. Not in a million. So the guy's a millionaire, man. So if, bruh, you could at least back yo back from sending him, like, what you need to live on, man. Oh, you in dire straits, bruh. We see that, dog. But you giving it too, and sillily thinking that I'm gonna bless you for. What, dog? Giving Caesar his taxity money of no. Exactly, dog. And these dudes at the top get some of the biggest taxity benefits of all, man. While you scrimpin' and savin' too. Exactly, dog. Ain't no savin's about it, is they, sis? That okay, hun? For this whole Antichrist beast of a system to the earth actually meant to, doll. And yeah, chick, so I speak of it all fall in its fall, hun. 'Cause one day, man, a big ol' rock in the sky gon' come hurtlin' its hurtle down, bruh, onto the plains of no like Harmageddon sauce of no. All just so we can swoop up all that tax-payin' money for ourself, dude. And he winked. Nah, man, and even though the shadow elites of your day callin' you no cows and chickens of no, more than that, man, you for sure more to me, bro, than no tax-payin' number of no. Exactly, dog. Doesn't even pay 'em no more, bruh. But with her all housewiferied out of no, and livin' on no another continent sauce of no. Oh, they got taxes upon taxes out there in Austria, bro. That too true, dog. And it all just so they government can take a little for themselves and then give the people back no trinkets of. Look, everybody, we shutting down the whole dang city this summer, boys, all just so you can have no nice as hell tram lines of no. Exactly, dog. All it gonna lead to, folks. You folkety folks in America, if your country is our country got its economy, governmenty footing again of no. Versus war, dude. All roads lead to war at this point, brah. For more oppressed and throttled down to the nose of they so-called jobs that not really giving them no satisfaction sauce of no. Anymore, is it, brah? And he winked. Just get ready, dog, 'cause you about to have no retirement sauce a little bit early, bruh, if you catch my drift of a lifetime, folks. Yeah, so I mean me, sis, teaching you to turn your pretty little head to see that some end-timesy things just ain't quite what they trumpery seem, bruh. And well, that's all, folks, for we keepin' it pretty tight for her, schedule-wise, with the so-called rhema finally, man. And yeah, dog, so we mean. Oh, she over it, man, and it gon' take a little bit of prayin' her through that tryin' not to be a bee to him in this hour, bruh, if you catch my, to keep her from. Thank you, dog. Thank you, man. It's what she been longin' to cheesily say, boys, versus her little robotty. Oh, we'll get there, bruh. And yeah, dude, so I mean to where baby girl can finally. Yeah, on the description box it says that it takes like 2 to 5 hours for the rhema, but now well, this time it was less than 2 hours, so that was the first time that that's happened in a while. And I wasn't sick or something. He'll like shorten it if something's going on with me, bodily wise, or or literally pause and take a nap sometimes and then get back to it. He doesn't mind that, but yeah. I feel like I've already sort of done commentary for this one, and it's very touchy subjects that we're talking about today, so I think I'll just leave it at that. And again, thank you for your prayers. He's right. I feel like a robot. I know it. And there's other stuff going on. But with me, social wise speaking, I know. But the Lord says we'll work our way through some of that. But I'll still be a little bit different from other people in this lifetime. That's all right. And remember, God turns darkness into light. God bless.